in Akhantapanam is given high importance. That is where we use different things like Kshira and Ikshurasa, which is the primarily used ingredients is Kshira and Ikshurasa for filling of the complete track. And after this particular aspect, that is when the Vamana Aushadhi is given. So once you give the Vamana Aushadhi, undergo this at least once. So that is where my interest spurred into the aspect of Panchakarma after a personal experience. So Kale Pravritta and then the Pashva Shuddhi, Murda Shuddhi, Shoto Shuddhi. In the end, how are we going to assess this? Majorly, the patient feels very comfortable on all these fronts. There is Laghuta in the body, which is very important. And there is a sense of comfort after this particular procedure or the Lakshanas come. And this I dearly relate to this on my personal experience. I was feeling very light and feel Samyak Vamana Lakshanas come into play. So Kanta Shuddhi will also be there. There will be freeness over here. You will not find any kind of irritation in your throat. So when it comes to Ayoga Lakshanas, that is of equal importance, because whether you know when to do or what is to be observed or not, it is very important as physicians to know what to expect when there is complications and how we are to address these particular aspects. That is the most important aspect of the clinical aspect. So Vega Pravritti, there is no bouts. What is your next stand of actions? So only the Aushadhi Pravritti has happened and the Vegas have not established itself. Then Vega Vibandha and the overall Guruta, all these things. And at a later point of time, that is a day or second day or something like that, there is chances where the Jwara, Kapha Praseka or Kandu, all these things can also set in on a practical aspect. That is where we have to be a little more cautious and immediately act upon it. See, we as physicians try to ensure that the entire procedure is done with utmost dedication. I ensure that even before I start the procedure of Sneha Karma or assessment of the kosha, I ensure that my patients are well informed of the importance of this. They cannot walk out in between and they cannot take it for granted. This is not like any medicines or anything that they take it today, tomorrow they give a break, because that is a very important aspect of Panchakarma. If they are leaving in between, it is actually considered as a failure of the Vaidya itself, because we are not able to stress on the importance of the Panchakarma in general, which is wrong, because we will be causing them more harm when they are leaving in between rather than supporting them or curing them from their problem. So when it comes to Ati Yoga Lakshanas, Feminila Vamana, that is froth is seen in the vomitus, which is a indication we have to do that. Then Rakta Chandrika Yukta Vamana, then Trisha, Moha, Murcha, Vata Prakopa, Nidra Hani, Balahani, Hrutapida, Kantapida, Tama Pravesha, Brahma. So these are all the various this thing. Yes, Marana is also one aspect. That is where the Avamya principle, we have to have it very strongly in our mind, who are not Varjya, who are not to be taken up for the purpose of this Vamana, has to be very clearly defined. In Vamana complications, especially when it is given in Taruna Jwara and other things, we can also see Hridroga, Shvasa, Mana, Moham, Chajanit. So these aspects are to be observed, whether they are having any or whether they are in comfort zone without any difficulties and other aspects. So once we have completed the two aspects, that is the Purva Karma and the Pradhana Karma, that is where the importance of Paschat Karma also comes into play. So Shitodaka Pada Prakshalana and Shitodaka Mukha Prakshalana, then Ushnodaka Kavala, and Dhumapana is very commonly practiced as a Paschat Karma after Vamana. So that would be one important thing which we must do. Then, yes, Samsarjana Karma, according to the Vega, that is 4, 6 or 8. So, it is Avara Shuddhi, Madhyama Shuddhi or Pravara Shuddhi. And we can also assess this based on the Snehapanam. If they have done it for 3 days, 5 days or 7 days. So, that also is an equivalent assessment for how many days this has to be pursued with regards to the Patya. That is the Samsarjana Karma, whether it is for 7 days, 5 days or 3rd day, based on the Shuddhi also. So that is one important aspect. Whenever Panchakarmas are done, we definitely say the Ashtavida Parihara Vishayas, which we always talk about. Uchchair Bhashya has to be controlled. Rakta Shobha has to be, Rata Shobha has to be taken care. Ati Chankramanam should not be there, Asanam. Then Ajirna, you should not have Atibhojya. Then Divaswapna should not be there. Then Maithuna should not be there. So these are all the various aspects which we must ensure that we are educating the patient. The patient has to be well educated. Today, their rights for information is of utmost importance because the submissive nature of the patient is very less. It is only curious nature or the explorative or the aggressive nature of the patients which we are generally exposed to today. That is because the world has moved on. There is a lot of information. Patients are well informed of the things. They do 10 times the research to undergo a procedure. We must be able to address these particular aspects. So we should also give them the importance of this Pariharya Vishayaha. So that has to be taken care. So yes, we have all seen what is this all about. So Jvara, Rakta Pitta, Kushta, Grahani, Hikka Shwasa, Kasa, these are all the various places where Vamana has been indicated. So in Jvara, generally Madana Phala Pipali is used, and thus the combination of this Madana Phala changes from patient to patient. Another important and interesting aspect is how the Karmukata of how the Vamana basically helps, and that is where I felt this is of a prime importance as students of Ayurveda. We must know how this particular things function. So yes, the Vamaka Dravya, as we know, is having the Sukshma Vyavahi Guna, and it enters into Hridaya Sthana. Then due to this Sukshma Vyavahi Guna, it enters into the Dhamani, and once it enters into the Dhamani, due to the Vikasi and Ushna Guna, it goes through the process of Vischandana, and thus the presence of Vayu and Agni Mahabhuta takes it towards the Urdhva Bhaga and not the Adho Bhaga. Whereas in Videchana, due to the Prithvi and Jala, it moves towards the Adho Marga. That is where the importance of knowing the Karmukata is very important. So these are the important aspects. We should know how by a Vamana Dravya acts in a particular manner. So interestingly, I came up with few of the studies done by our colleagues, wherein the pharmacological effects of Vamana, that is what we saw as Karmukata, what we achieve through Vamana is gastric lavage. Additionally, we also do respiratory decongestive effect. There is a stress mechanism, increase intracranial blood flow, and medical inflammation. When I say medical inflammation, what we have to understand is the Vamana Dravya induces inflammation in the mucosa of the stomach. Once this inflammation happens, that is when there is increased permeability, which leads to increased absorption of the drug, and thus the secretion and excretion of the toxins and the metabolites into the stomach happen. Thus, the toxins gets thrown out of the body by the process of vomiting. So, this is what in general happens through the effect of Vamana. And as we just discussed, it has a mechanism wherein there is activation of emesis. That is where the we discuss about the inflammation, permeability, and better absorption and other aspects. So then we went in for the aspect of stimulation of the vomiting center, and of course the motor responses which help in achieving our can for a better understanding of how the Vamana happens. One is the long vasovagal reflexes and one is the short reflexes which happen in the stomach itself, which are both instrumental in having the needed response through the Vamana. That is the Urdhva Jatrugada, this thing, the Vega coming upwards. So the 5th, 7th, 9th, 10th, and 12th cranial nerves are involved. Then towards the upper GIT, and then the spinal nerves, which further progress to the diaphragm and abdomen, which gives the Vega. The force for Vamana is due to the involvement of the various nervous systems also. So that is where the stimulation of the vomiting center happens through the Vamana Dravya we are giving, and this is what triggers the or stimulates the chemoreceptors in the trigger zone, and that's the vomiting center in the medulla. So when we see the clinical implications, where all can we look into Vamana, where all does it help? That is where the hormonal imbalances like hypothyroidism and PCOS, unexplained infertility, these are all the cases where we can use Vamana as an effective means for results. Then acute respiratory problems, chronic respiratory disorders, non-ulcer, dyspepsia, loss of appetite. These are all the cases as we have seen in Vamya. I'm again emphasizing on this aspect because clinically where all it can be used, that is of more importance over here. So chronic skin manifestations, acne vulgaris, hypersensitivity reactions. Kushta is primarily indicated, so various forms of Kushta is there. So we have to we can think of Vamana as a important this thing when the kapha is of relevance. Then in Unmada and Apasmara also there is a lot of relevance of Vamana, where Urdhvanga Shodhana is needed, and Garabhisha also there is a lot of this thing. Whenever we go in for Rasayana, there is a lot of importance of Rasayana in Ayurveda. In fact, our science moves towards that particular aspect. So on those lines, Rasayana plays a very important role. Vamana effect of Rasayana drugs and Rasayana effect of Vamana drugs both are to be taken care. And Vamana in Madhathyaya is also, there are a lot of studies. With this opportunity, I also happen to explore a few of the studies done by our fellow colleagues, wherein the importance of Vamana in Madhathyaya has been very profoundly seen. So that is also something which is seen. And in many of the Sri Roga conditions, Arthavakshaya, Arthavavruddhi, and infertility, Vandyatvam. So all these aspects are also indicated in the where Vamana can be taken up. Yes, another important aspect of emergency medicine, when we are posed with the question that is Ayurveda catering to emergency medicines, to a significant effect, I would say with confidence that with Sadhyavamana, that is definitely a yes. Sadhyavamana has been more profoundly mentioned by Chakradatta in his, Chakrapani Datta in his commentary. Whereas in Samhitas it is vaguely mentioned in multiple places, and that is where we have to ensure where the Sadhyavamana is given. Sadhyavamana has been mentioned in Jwara. Why in Jwara? Because already the dosha utkleshana has taken place, and all we have to do is shaka to koshta, and especially in Kaphaja Jwara it has been indicated. Sadhyavamana has also been indicated in Hikka and Shwasa, because the Marga is also there and it is in the Kapasthana, and there is no doubt in that. That also has to be looked into. So these are considered as Ashukari Vyadis. So that is where the relevance of Sadhyavamana in these two conditions comes into play, due to their origin. No? So that also has to be given equal importance. Then Visha, that is something very interesting. Fortunately or unfortunately, in clinical practice, we are not exposed much to ingested poisons, right? So the clinical exposure on this part on my side has been limited, but I have seen a couple of my colleagues and seniors and my own teachers having pursued this, and being part of the STM campus also has helped me in understanding this a little better. So Sadhyavamana and Amajirna, Utklesha, Guruta, so Shota, Udgara, all these things are there. So here we can use Vacha, Lavana Jala, then Shunti Jala also can be used to induce Vamana in Amajirna. In Alasaka also Sadhyavamana is mentioned. Sadhyavamana is also mentioned in Krishna. So Sadhyavamana is also remedy in Virechana Vyapad. When we are giving the medications in Virechana, and instead of the Adho Marga, it moves towards the Urdhva Marga. That is one of the also implications where we do, and we are also giving it in other complications of Virechana. As I said, this is a topic of discussion by itself. In Hridroga, the Vamana, in exceptional cases like IHD and other places, Vamana is suggested and taken up by few physicians. But when the cardiac involvement is there, it is definitely suggested that we take extreme precautions and be sure we have the needed measures to take up an emergency when we are going for it. So, as I was mentioning about Urdhva Gamana of Virechana Vyapad, that is what this thing. So, what we have to understand in Sadhyavamana, the doshas are already in the Koshta and in the Utklesa Avastha. So, it is an easy procedure and which can be profoundly used in many of our aspects. So, as I said, I had a personal interest towards Panchakarma, and that is when I pursued all the 5 Panchakarmas during my internship. That is where the aspect of interest into Panchakarma and practicing Panchakarma came into play. So almost going through all the Panchakarmas took this thing. Ayurveda gives a lot of both Charaka and others give importance to Vamana as a Pradhana Karma. They say it has to be pursued before Virechana. That is where the importance of Vamana comes. It has to be pursued before Virechana. If it is not so, then it goes into the aspect of Grahani. Like it can bring in about when you are a patient is put through Virechana without going to Vamana. Sometimes Grahani can be a complication which you can expect. So that is where Vamana comes in as a Pradhana Karma. That is, among the Panchakarmas, Vamana has been mentioned as the first thing. So that is where the importance comes into play. If that is achieved, then that is where the relevance comes in. So, on a personal experience, when I went through this Snehapanam and the other aspects, I understood what a patient really undergoes, and that has definitely helped me as a doctor to pursue with this Panchakarma aspect, and it has spurred my interest into this particular field. So the most important aspect was during the Snehapanam. So during the Snehapanam, by the second day or the third day, there is a feeling of why I should pursue. That is where the status of the mind becomes very important. So the patient, I have pursued quite at least a dozen cases of Vamana post my personal experience. So in those cases, what I have found is the patient are very weak by the third day itself mentally. That you hardly find out of 10 patients, 2 or 3 patients who will be ready to take the ghee on the 7th day of Snehapanam also. Very rarely in my clinical practice I have seen the Snehapanam go till the 7th day. I am from a Jangala Desha. I am pursuing my clinical practice in Chennai. So, being from a Jangala Desha, very less opportunities for me to pursue Vamana. This is according to Desha. Then second aspect, I am also in a city wherein people are highly unpredictable. People are more taken through their career and day-to-day needs rather than the importance of the treatment. That is where I generally suggest that Vamana, if done in an inpatient basis, would be more successful because the patient is in your control. When you do it on an OP basis, it is a little out of condition and you may not be able to have the best of results. So especially for Vamana Karma, it is highly important that we suggest the patient to be on an inpatient basis. So that is where we can ensure the right diet, right matra, right ahara and vihara. Both the aspects can be taken care because of this particular aspect when there is a inpatient approach to the entire Panchakarma procedure. Coming back to the point, so the mind state, improving, educating the mind, bringing the protsahana and utsahana into the patient's mind, and to know when to push the ghee inside the mouth of the patient. All this, when you pursue 2 or 3 cases, you will immediately get the needed confidence. So, as I was mentioning, assessing how much ghee to give during this Snehapanam is of high importance. First day, the patient is given the ghee during 6 or 7 o'clock. Now, this is where again the yukti of the physician is of high importance. So, if you are giving, if it is summertime, the earlier you give, it is better because it will prevent the patient from having complications of headache and other aspect during the day. So, the earlier it is better. So, 6:30 if you pursue of your Snehapanam. So by the time it is 9:30, before it is 1 Muhurta, the major part of Snehana is digested. So that has to be taken care. So my ideal and most preferred choice is Murchita Ghritam only. And in few cases, I have also chosen Tailam, wherein there is increased importance of Vayu there. There I have chosen Ghritam. But in Pitta Prakriti people with the Kapha association and other aspects, I have always chosen Ghritam as my primary mode of Snehapana, and preferably as Murchita Ghritam. I have found Achapaya is one of the, simple ghee or Murchita Ghritam itself is one of the best way to take it forward. That is what I have seen. Then apart from this, when we go to the Vamana Karma, that is where the most important thing happens. in my personal experience itself, when you are having the Akantapanam itself, you are almost full till your throat. So the kind of discomfort, what I was mentioning as the observations in this particular slide as perspiration and other aspect, it's my own experience which I have highlighted over here. So that is the perspiration or the horripilation which you can experience. So because I have experienced this, it has helped me significantly in observing the same thing when I'm doing it for my patients. That has been a very big this thing. Even the distension of the abdomen can be evidently seen. You can see the patient struggling through the few glasses. After 4 or 5 glasses, it is very difficult to push them through the process. So that is where the your confidence comes in. Oh, okay, he is still not through. And when you know it is nearly Akandapanam and he is unable to give, that is when the aspect has to be taken care. And after that, that is when the we have to wait for one muhurta kalam. And once you wait for one muhurta kalam, that is when you will go with the Vamanopaka drugs. You observe the bouts as we discussed, and the Vega is something you must experience at least once. All of us must go through this Vamana procedure because the Vega is something profound, and you will be able to sense how it is coming out and the kind of pressure it is coming out. So you can be prepared for what is to come. That is the reason we hold the forehead, give them the needed support, because the Vega is too much for the individual, and that is why you need 4 or 5 people. 2 people to just be next to the patient, and 2 people to give you all the needed things like HT Madhu, Fanda, Ikshurasa, and other aspects. So that is where the importance of these aspects come in. So having said that, I have been able to do Sadhyo Vamanam for 2 patients. As mentioned in this condition, one of my patients had the Urdhva Gamana of Virechanam. So after pursuing the Virechanam as such, that is when I have pursued Sadhyo Vamanam to Lavana Jala and completely brought out the medicine. So once it was done, I have closed the procedure. So that was one of the complications I witnessed during the Virechana Vyapat. And one more patient where I pursued Sadhyo Vamanam is in a patient where I had hiccup. In a hiccup patient, the patient was aged around 53 years. So, but he was of Kapha Prakriti, and he was of Madhyama Akriti. So he was eligible, and he was actually undergoing this problem for more than 6 years. So he has already undergone a series of treatment and other things. In spite of few internal medications during the initial 15 days, he didn't have much of a response. So that is when I administered Sadhyo Vamana through Dadi Mastu and took it up. So this is the 2 cases of Sadhyo Vamana which I pursued apart from my personal experience. And when I initially started my clinical practice at Chennai, I was having the good fortune of working along with Dr. Rajshekhar Reddy and other people who had conducted a Vamana camp during that particular time. So all the patients were of the category of Samavastha, where they didn't have much of Hridroga or any kind particular history. And this was a camp associated with the doctors themselves. So during this time, we administered the Vamana Dravyas and the Vamanopaka, this thing, and we nearly pursued these Vamana Karma for nearly 8 to 10 doctors during that time. So that was a very successful experience, which gave me the needed confidence to pursue with my Vamana with my patients. In general, what doctors always choose Virechana over Vamana because of the complications and most importantly, the willingness of the patient to undergo this particular procedure. So that is where Virechana, as a patient's choice, it becomes this thing. But Vamana is equally of importance, and it has been pretty effective. And I have been, I hope to share the success story the next time, wherein I am pursuing one or two withdrawal cases in Madhatyaya. Vamana has been given high importance. So the patients who were scheduled due to the COVID scenario couldn't be pursued through the particular treatment. So I hope to share that experience whenever I get the next opportunity. So these are the personal experiences which I had on the Vamana Karma front, and it has given me, and very important that we have the needed things. See, the bucket can be there today. According to the present day world, you have wash basins which are portable, which can directly take all your this thing and put it into a bucket. Earlier, what we were doing is we were applying the oil to all the utensils so as to collect the vomit and other aspects. But now, a lot of doctors use plastics and other aspects, which wherein the measuring is also quite easier. So plastic covers and other things are also there. So that way, today's modern techniques, which many of us are utilizing in our day-to-day clinical practice, and the openness to have this traditional authentic knowledge in a modern comfort has led to a lot of creativity. That is where our acharyas were also clearly mentioning about yukti pramanam. So we make use of that. Today, Madanaphala is available in powdered form, and generally the physicians have it in ready. The old process wherein we used to keep it in hay, apply cow dung, all that is almost a redundant practice. But we are finding the equal effect with the powdered Madanaphala, Pipali, and pursuing these things in the current means also, wherein Madanaphala, Vacha, Yashti Madhu, along with Saindava and Madhu, we are able to mix and this thing. So that is about, so we saw through the definition of Vamana and what a Vamaka Dravya properties are. We also looked into the Vamanopaka Dravyas. Highly used things are Yashti Madhu, Fanta, and Lavana Jala. So these are the highly used Vamanopaka Dravyas. And that is what I have also used in my practice. And during my camp with the Vamana camp, which we pursued with the doctors, we gave the all the pancha with pancha, that is the kshira, dhadi, everything was given to the patient during the procedure, just as an experiment. That itself was a good experience. So we also saw the Purva Karma, Pradhana Karma, and Paschat Karma. Definitely high importance we have to give to the Yogya and Ayogya, who is Arhya and Anarhya. And in Purva, before we start the Purva Karma, assessment of the kosha is of prime importance, which we must always look into. Patya, as I said, more depends on the Shuddhi, Laingika Shuddhi, which we achieve, or the Matrika Shuddhi, Maniki Shuddhi we achieve. Sometimes, if these are not very clear indicators, I use Snehapanam itself as a indicator for how many days the pursual of Patya should be, or the Samsarjana Karma should be. And we have also looked into the Hinati Lakshanas, Sadhyo Vamana, the importance of Sadhyo Vamanam, and how Sadhyo Vamanam could be of very Sadhyo Vamanam can come in handy in cases of emergency care. So these are the things which we have come across. And moving towards the conclusion, well, this is our establishment at Chennai. We are preparing more than 150 products. Not to talk about myself here, but this is you as youngsters with a lot of scope in Ayurveda, and today the demand after this COVID period has been high. We should definitely have the needed provocation and this thing on all the fronts to move forward into the line of Ayush and our Ayurveda, because Ayurveda is the way forward. It is not just a science of medicines, but it's a science of life, as the definition of Ayurveda by itself goes. So I again thank the institution for the wonderful opportunities given to me, respected principal, the organizing committee, to Swamiji, and also to Dr. Siddhan Goda for giving me this opportunity. I'm open to questions in case anything you would like to discuss and understand.
Yes, sir. Sir, had a question. Sir,
Yes, sir.
Sir, now
you said
it's an open for discussion. The participants may ask any queries or anything else when the speaker, Dr. Sri Krishna sir, is there. You may ask, sir. There is a question, sir. Sir, please, sir.
sir. Yes, sir. So it's very glad to hear you after a long time. And my question is that you said that you are organizing Womana camps and all. So I wanted to know how you are promoting this concept and how you are convincing the patients, sir. As in this seminar, now most of the budding doctors are there. It would be very much useful if you guide us on how to convince patients for such treatments. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, doctor. Basically, in my experience, the camps I have conducted is more amidst the two camps have been conducted amidst the doctors itself. So as first we gain the confidence. Among the Panchakarmas, when it comes to Vamana Karma, doctors themselves have a hesitation towards going for the procedure. So unless we are convinced, the question of convincing patient becomes secondary. So our conviction only can come unless we undergo Vamana Karma on our own. That is where my Vamana Karma, which I underwent during my internship days, was a very big inspiration for me. Now, when it comes to this personal experience, when we approach the patient, our confidence while we are talking about this particular subject is of high importance. So we need to, when we are talking to the patient, there is no hide and seek here, because okay, when it comes to that particular point of Vamana Day, I will talk to you in detail. If you do that, the patient is not going to be very comfortable, because people are not any longer in the dark. Google is a very powerful tool, and it is a half-baked tool where many of the patients land up with improper knowledge over this particular aspect. So that is where we need to give full insight into the patient that there are going to be 4 steps: the Purva Karma, Pradhana Karma, and this thing. And the importance of Pradhana Karma has to be, see, when people go for an operation today, they are highly scared. The entire family is praying for them. All this is only because the importance of it is given so much. Anything can happen. The same is with the Panchakarma also. Vamana and Virechana can turn upside down. It can cause more problems to the patient. So yes, that is where a consent form is also an importance. We do follow that procedure in this thing that we have explained to you in detail and you have accepted. We also have an emergency doctor whom we have tied up with, so that in case of this thing, we can send the patient there. To the grace of God, we have not been able to, we have not gone to that particular situation, though we have done around 12 Vamana Karmas so far in my this thing. So we have not gone to the level of that. Coming to the question in proper, the ideal way to convince patient is be open about it and give them the confidence that you are there. And if anything goes haywire, you have all the systems in place to support them in that. Giving a false confidence that everything is going to be all right, go forward, that would not help the patient nor you at the time of crisis, because the patient
Okay.
party would definitely be there.
Okay.
Yes.
Sir, another question is,
Yes.
what is the choice of drug in Satyavamana you are preferring, sir?
Sorry, sir. Mine is Lavana Jala only, sir.
Only Lavanajan, sir?
In both the cases which I pursued Sadhya Vamana, I used Lavana Jala.
And another question from my side is, sir, the Vacha is a very toxic and dangerous drug here.
Yes,
And
sir.
you use Vacha in your Vamana procedure or not, sir?
It is a part of the Vamana Dravya, and the proportion of it is comparatively less, because Yashti Madhu we are taking in 5 grams quantity. So that balances is what is my understanding, sir. Correct me if I am wrong.
Okay, sir. What is the dosage, sir? You are using the Vacha churna else, sir?
I am using 5 grams or 4 grams of Madana Phala, then 3 grams of Vacha, and 5 grams of Yashti Madhu with Lavana and Madhu.